Hello everyone and welcome back to episode 8 on the Turtlecraft server, where I haven't done much grinding off camera. However, I have noticed something. In my mail, we have a small letter. It says, "Go to these coordinates and see me, the Stone Elder." Now, this isn't a player on the server, so I don't know what it could mean, but we'll head over there. These coordinates seem to be taking us to the village, but if you have a look at this Y coordinate here, it says Y0, so it must be like a cave or something. Because there's a few caves around here. No, these are really shallow. Oh, well that's a deep cave. Looks like it's been lit up. Whereabouts? Oh, well I guess we found our spot. So it seems to be a statue of a villager holding some fire things and some bats. Right, so there's a lectern here. Greetings, SirDigalot. My name is Divan, also known as the Stone Elder. You see, I'm the ruler of these caves, and I like to spend my free time observing their beauty. However, recently the caves have been disturbed by multiple things. Partially player activity, but also some supernatural forces as well. Supernatural forces, like Herobrine. It's come to my attention that these forces are plaguing this world, and some fellow players' PIF group, so Pika's PIF group, will be insufficient in fixing this issue. Right. To put it simply, he is stronger than you think, and your amethyst-powered containment is weak. Trust me, I know about mineral properties. Right. I have observed your career with great interest, and have always been fond with your large bases and great attitude towards progression and automation. This is why I picked you, SirDigalot. You can be the one to help me save our world. Save it? But Herobrine only just appears behind us sometimes and leaves signs. I need help because, as you may or may not see, I am just a stone statue with the wisdom of the Divan generations, and an ability to write books when you're not looking. Therefore, I cannot do much of the work myself, and so must enlist a player to help me. This is why I chose you, SirDigalot. Will you help me on this adventure? If yes, go to page 9. If no, go to page 10. What if I say no? Bruh, say yes. This is a serious issue that the server needs help with. Right, okay. Great. You must now design a power source for me. While conventional fossil fuels are included, that's not a fossil fuel, but okay. Oh, fine. I much prefer the electrically powered to be electrically powered, meaning that harnessing lightning will be crucial for me to begin my awakening process. That's going to be difficult. It's on page 11. Thank you for your assistance. This world needs you, and I will give you details for new tasks each episode. Yes, I can see that you record for something called YouTube, but only once I'm awakened. These are my final words calling for help before I lose power. Right, so that's it. So, you must now design and build a power source, you say, that needs to be electrically powered. Well, that's going to be quite difficult because, well, thunderstorms aren't that common, and Minecraft doesn't really have any other form of electricity. I mean, I'm starting to think of a few ideas right now. Let's go onto a testing world and test some stuff out. Right, so I'm now on the Turtlecraft Creative Testing World. You can see the back of my starter base. But we need to start thinking of ideas of how to capture lightning. So first things first, lightning rod. Super simple, it will direct lightning to hit, so if we do slash weather rain. If we do slash weather thunder, it should yeah, see, it's beginning to spark, so lightning should strike it soon. There we go, lightning just struck it. However, that took quite a while. So, we got to think of something else. The next thing is the trident. We can put channeling on this trident, and if we have a test subject and throw this channeling trident at it, it will be struck by lightning. So, this is a way to direct lightning. However, constantly finding mobs to chuck tridents at will be very slow, I assume. But there is one feature in Minecraft where, if you combine the two, the lightning will strike on the lightning rod if you throw it with a trident. And this can be done a bunch of times. However, I'm still manually having to throw it. And so here's where the next feature comes in. If we were to place a lightning rod on a piston, like this, and then throw a trident onto it, as you can see, it's only one time use, and then I immediately have to pick it up to throw it again. But if we get a few on, then we can turn this piston on. And as you can see, we can move the tridents around because they're an entity, which causes them to continuously come away from and hit the lightning rod. It is very loud, but this is the way that we can harness the power of lightning. Now, this isn't the only way that we can do it. If we have a setup like this, we can move the piston a lot faster. And if we put them in the correct place, right there, then it's much faster, but I don't want to be sat here spam clicking all the time. So we'll have to make a very quick clock for that. However, this clock is a bit too fast. We could do this repeater clock. And with this repeater clock, it is very fast. However, it's hard to turn on and off, as you can see. You can turn it off easily, but you can't turn it back on, so it's a one-time use clock. So, let me just go think of some ideas. Okay, so my first idea was to push a block of redstone back and forth really quickly by immediately powering the pistons, pushing it. And this, well, it's fairly fast, much faster than the other clock, so it can power the piston. It's all the slight issue of having these repeaters, because these repeaters significantly slow down the clock, but if I were to remove them, the clock doesn't work anymore. I'll do this, however, might work. No, it does work. But yeah, this is probably the fastest clock that you can make. I also made this design, which appears to be that, but just having them on two sides. But these two are both really fast clocks and will allow us to use our tridents. The only issue with this clock is it's very hard to turn off and on and off and on, same thing. It's very hard to do that, whereas this one is much easier to turn on and off. But yeah, let's see it in action. Right, so we've got 3 tridents on there. It is now thundering. yeah, I think the results speak for themselves, I can't lie. So, I'll just do some decorating and turn this into an actual build, and I'll see you when we build this in a time-lapse on Turtlecraft. Okay, so recording has been finished now, so we've got the entire lightning generator. So up at the top there you can see that's where the generator is, then we've got the very fast redstone clock there, and then here we just got a charge up indicator, so when we activate this lever here, lights slightly charge up, and then it activates the piston and clocks at the top. So as you can see, the clock's right there. I know it looks like this redstone line is not being powered, but it's because it's being powered and unpowered so fast you can't actually see it, the game doesn't render it. Basically, this redstone line is pulsing 20 times a second. So this is pulsing 20 times a second as well, I think. Because the game runs at 20 ticks per second on normal operation. But yeah, it's also weird how this redstone block just doesn't move, even though it's moving back and forth really fast. But yeah, so we'll put the tridents right here when it's time. But right now, two issues. One, I don't have the tridents, and two, if I just leave them there, they despawn after a while. So, you know, and the only way to not make them despawn is to constantly have this on. But then, of course, as soon as a thunderstorm starts, if I have this on, then the service is going to be deafened by the constant thunder roaring in the distance. So for now, when you turn it off, it has this really nice depowering one as well. But for now, we need to get, I'd say, 3 tridents to put in there, and then we need to put on the enchantments. And then after that, it's a case of waiting for a thunderstorm, so we can charge up this battery. And then, once this battery is charged, hopefully, if you come down here, hopefully, it'll help out our friend come back to life. I don't know if he'll come back to life officially, but as you can see, there's not really any new messages. But yeah. Hello. I've been grinding off camera. Once again, the grinding off camera chest has been filled, and boom. Right, so, as you can see, we've got 4 tridents in this chest, which is one more than the 3 that I initially wanted, but I just dropped a 4th, so I made this one, which is personal for me to keep, and it's maxed out with the impaling, loyalty, and channeling setup, rather than the riptide that I've got on this one. And then we got 3 more tridents at varying durabilities, and we've got Unbreaking 3, Mending, and Channeling to put on all of them. So I'll quickly get some XP, and then we can do that. So one thing that we can do is, instead of going to the end portal, we can just fly vertically. Never mind, I bought that takeoff and running long rockets. 360. We immediately get transported into the end, which is quite weird, I must say, but the coordinates correspond to the overworld coordinates. Above my base is quite like it's too far away from this end island to be able to see it once you go in immediately. However, Bast has built a new Enderman XP farm, which is a bit more useful than my Guardian farm, I must say. But yeah, it's just the simple leaf bridge goes over to this Enderman farm. It's very loud here. I'll turn it down post-processing. Just got some dispensers, so Enderman heads don't get dispensed out. However, all the Ender pearls can be salvaged. Anyway, we'll leave a modest donation to him here. There we go. The weird face. But yeah, cue the montage. Alright, and now we've got all 3 tridents created, and we destroyed 2 anvils. I don't know how we accomplished that, but you know. Also, as you can see, the end thing sort of works both ways, so you can go up into the end and then back down into the overworld. Of course, I'd advise going back down. You want to use the elytra for obvious reasons, otherwise you'll probably die of full damage if you're not lucky enough to land in water. But yeah, pretty much above Bast's space is where his Enderman farm is, so we can fly up into the end like this. And then we're in the end, look around, and you know, it's right there. So, we'll quickly get these tridents repaired up. And there we go, we got all 3 tridents repaired, and left with 17 levels, but I don't have too much use of XP right now, so I won't use this very loud farm. Actually, we'll quickly repair these, but yeah. So the next task is waiting. We need to wait an insane amount of time to get a thunderstorm, because they are really rare. I know in some time lapses you may have seen rain, but rain is much more common compared to a thunderstorm. And it's just really annoying to be able to get a thunderstorm. We just got thunder. We just got thunder. Yes, we just got thunder. Quick, go. Divan is calling. Oh, but it's the middle of the night. Kill the creepers. Mission critical. Ow. Right, quickly. Kill that. Right, turn it on, activate. Charging up. Yes! Oh, it's charging. It's charging. Right, it's just stopped raining now. Just kill some of the... Or stop thundering, actually. Just kill the mobs around here. Probably want to check upon Divan as well. See if he's changed. Has he said anything new yet? No. Oh, look at that. So the battery filled then. Turn it off. Right, so the battery's full now. We could probably go give this to the to Divan. However, first we must sleep. Right, so we need to get this battery down to Divan. Probably put it behind him, and hopefully it'll be enough to charge him up. Okay, so I've quickly installed this battery now, and as you can see, the battery juices, I don't fully know what's in there. I'm assuming it's liquid lightning, I guess. Yeah, we got the LL tank, and probably we also could power some other things, but yeah, it's just running through this pipe going into the back of the van, and should hopefully power him back up. As of right now, hasn't said anything extra yet, so I guess we'll wait, but that is all for today. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.